Dr. Stephen Taylor here with Mary Lou Newbold. Hello, Mary Lou.
Hello, Dr. Taylor. Always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, quite the game on Sunday. The Seahawks defeated the 49ers in great style. They played real well.
They sure did. The first half was pretty evenly matched, but the second half was all Seahawks.
Sure was. They sacked Kaepernick a mere 6 times. And it's always a good game when these two teams meet. I believe it was the 4th game in a row at CenturyLink that the Seahawks have won at home against the 49ers.
It was. They can come visit us anytime. So we've agreed on some favorite plays, but before we get to that,
yes,
let's cover some interesting eye stuff because, you know, that's what we're supposed to be doing with these podcasts.
Okay. Do we have any interesting questions for this week?
I, in fact, just might have one.
Interesting.
So I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was telling me how when he gets into bed at night, he's reading off of his cell phone. And so he goes to sleep. When he wakes up in the morning, he has dry, uncomfortable, blurry vision. And so his question was, is reading his cell phone at night hurting his eyes?
No, it's not hurting his eyes.
Really?
But it does sound like eye strain. I guess my first question is the obvious one. Has he had a recent eye exam?
Okay. So I can pass that along.
Yes.
What's causing the discomfort?
Well, often when we read before bed, we're already tired. And when we're tired, our eyes have a tendency to be a little more dry. And also in bed, you have a tendency to read under a little bit lower light, and our posture isn't great. We're kind of scrunched up trying to get ourselves comfortable. So assuming the routine eye exam is all normal, I'd suggest a good bedside reading light. Try and straighten up the posture a little bit. And if we awake in the morning and we've got some drier eye, use some eye lubricating drops. Normally that should help enough with the dryness. And I'm kind of willing to bet dollars to donuts that's going to help with a bit of the vision blurriness as well.
Okay. So we have to have a proper reading light.
Yep.
And good posture.
Yep.
Just like our mother always told us.
Regrettably so, yes.
I hate it when she's right. So, more things I didn't know.
Yep.
And always very informative. Let's get back to football. So, I'm going out on a limb here. And I'm going to guess that Marshawn had a favorite play for you.
You are psychic, but in fact, you are correct. Marshawn's 4-yard touchdown in the third quarter made it all look easy. Just another day at the office. And for yourself, I'm expecting it might be Richardson's first touchdown.
Yeah, of course it's Richardson. Paul Richardson scored his first official touchdown in the NFL.
Yep.
And I always love to see a player do stuff like that. He was so excited. Doug Baldwin had to run over and collect the ball so that he was able to keep it. And it was very appropriate since he actually ran his first touchdown 2 weeks ago in San Francisco, but it didn't count because it got called back on a penalty. So it was nice to see.
Yeah, a bit of sweet revenge, no doubt. And that touchdown sealed the game for us. And it was the piece de resistance, as it was that we officially knocked San Francisco out of the playoffs with this win. Well, I know before we finish up, you want to talk about the BC Children's Hospital Festival of Trees. We've got a tree again this year.
We sure do. We've been involved in this event, sponsoring a tree for well over 20 years. I encourage everyone to go down and wander through. There's 78 absolutely stunning trees this year. It is absolutely spectacular. And donate to vote. It's always something to remember. And the BC Children's Hospital actually helps and serves many, many, many Vancouver Island children and families annually. So it's definitely worth donating to.
Absolutely. I have a number that go over myself from the office. I'm thinking, though, that there might be one tree that might be a little more stunning than others.
C30.
Oh, you mean the tree? Our tree is number 30.
Number 30.
Ah, that might be the one to vote for, you think?
Number 30. It's right by the tea lobby. Our theme is Celebrate Your Vision. And while you're at the Empress this year, you can go skating.
Ah, skating, of course. Well, you skate, I watch. I think the world may be a safer place that way.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe on that note, it's time to wrap up our podcast. So, I'm Mary Lou.
And I'm Stephen.
Go Hawks!
Go Hawks.
Thank you.